Okay. What is up, everybody? Hope everybody's doing good tonight, or today, or time it is where you're from. Welcome to the channel. If you like the type of content that I create, make sure you like, subscribe, click the bell notification so that you do not miss a video. All of that fun stuff. So, if you don't want to, then that's fine. Anyway, so gonna be playing some 2XKO while we do Storytime Part 3. And this Storytime is going to be very, a little different than what I usually do. And so in a sense, I'm going to be talking about people like complainers. I guess you could say I'm going to be complaining about complainers. I'm also going to be talking about like just some like kind of stuff like that I've experienced and stuff. And yes, I will be playing against bots in this video. Not really big on the randoms online, so
Too many guns? More like not enough arms.
anyway, so the first story I kind of want to talk about tonight is actually something that kind of happened recently, actually, right? And sorry if I yawn in this video. Yeah, I'm telling you, y'all, like, it's, you know, when you go out in public, like, you know, I've talked about that, like, going out in public, it's just a lot of craziness happens in public, but yeah, anyway, like, come on. Take that. Yeah, so this one happened to me the other day, actually, and, you know, I really don't understand people, y'all. Like, I don't. Everybody's like, I don't know, like, always so uptight about everything, and it's like, you know, not only that, but like, it kind of seems like, actually, I forgot to post this in my Discord server. Give me 1 second. It feels like that people have just, like, I don't know, like, they've lost their minds or something, like, and it's like, you know, they also, like, have problems with you for no reason, right? Like, and it's just really draining. But anyway, so I was in Walmart the other day, right? And there was this guy, like, I would say he was like maybe maybe 50. if that. That's kind of, maybe like 40s, maybe, right? Like, and
Shoot him if you got him.
take that. But like anyway, this guy, like I don't know if like this guy was following me around per se, but like it sure kind of felt like it in a way. But I don't know, it was some white dude. Like I don't know him. I've never seen him in my life, right? And the way that this guy was like, how do I say it? Like, I don't know, the way he was acting, so to say, it was really weird and like, I don't know. But like, anyway, this guy like followed me, like it felt like, to different parts of the store, right? And I first seen this guy in the electronics, right? Because I purchased some stuff over there. And it was just, it was really weird. Like, this guy, like, I think he was probably in his 40s. I don't guess that's important, but the guy, well, I mean, maybe it is. I don't know. But, like, the guy was, like, really, take that down. He was really like kind of creepy in a way, I guess you could say, but like he kept on looking at me, right? Like for no reason. And it was just really, it was really uncomfortable, so to say. But anyway, like, this guy kept looking at me and looking at my shirt. Looking at me, looking at my shirt. Every time I saw this guy throughout the store, right? And I was like, just, come on. Like, I was just kind of minding my own business type of thing, right? And it just, I don't know, it felt really weird. Like, I don't know how, like, how to describe how it felt, but like, I don't know. I can't really form words of how weird it was, but like, anyway, this guy kept looking at me, looking at my shirt, right? And I was, I wasn't wearing like a bad shirt or anything, and it was just weird. So, is this the Twisted Metal shirt story? Yes, the one I told you about the other day. I told some people about it. But like, he kept looking at my shirt like all weird, and I was like, you know, I was thinking when he kept doing that, I was like, have you like never seen a shirt with an ice cream truck or a clown on it or something? Like, it was really, really weird to say the least, right? Like, I don't really understand why, like, this guy was doing this. But anyway, I've seen him in the electronics, like, twice, right? And I was just like, well, I'm just going to purchase my whatever I'm purchasing. I got this PlayStation jersey, right? And I just was like, you know what? I'm going to get a couple groceries. So I go to the groceries, and lo and behold, like maybe, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes if that, like this guy was already over there at the groceries and was doing the same thing, like,
Everyone's waiting. Show 'em how it's done.
you know, like just
Ah, a new partner. You're not a psycho, are you?
just doing the same thing in the groceries even, and like I just started ignoring them, and it's like, you know, it really makes me wonder what that guy's deal was, because I sat there every time I saw him, like he just kept looking at me and then my shirt. And I don't know, I thought it was a weird incident, right? Like, this is why I hate going out in public, because of all like the weirdness that goes on and like the out there, it's just, I don't know, it's really weird. But like, anyway, he eventually like disappeared, so I don't know where he went or nothing. But like, I was like, you know, thank goodness, because I don't know, it was just weird. Come on, hit me. Come on, are you gonna hit me yet?
Don't look away.
Take this. But like, anyway, I thought this was really weird, and to top it all off, right, there was another person that was in there, right, and I noticed, like, there was a couple of, like, disabled people in there, in the store, like, you know, riding on the, like, those, like, little carts that's got wheels on them, you know, it rolls through the store, you drive it and stuff. And there was another guy, he was like literally looking at these people like they were the scum of the earth. Like, I'm not even joking, like, because these people were like riding these buggies, right? And then this guy had a cane. And then like, he was just looking at these people that was like they was just the worst. That's the worst thing he ever saw or something, right? And I don't know, it was really weird because, like, you know, it goes to show, if you really pay attention to how people look or act within public spaces, you'll be able to see it on them. Like, you'll be able to see by their facial expressions, all of that stuff, right? Like, do you like her? Which character? Are you talking about Jinx? You're not talking. Are you talking about Are you talking about Ari? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like Ari. She's cool.
You got him.
She's pretty cute. I like Jinx too, though. She's cool too. Anyway, like as I was saying, like yeah, the whole thing was really awkward and weird. Like you know, it's like that's one reason why I hate going out in public, regardless, like wherever I'm going, because there's always like, and it doesn't even really have to be like somebody looking at me all weird. Like it could be just someone looking at someone else like that. It's just like you know, that's just really cringe. Like I don't know, man. Like
Shoot him if you got him.
yeah, she is.
Hear the trumpets of victory blast.
I don't know. Like I tell you another thing that's really weird too is like if you go in a grocery store,
Select your cue.
and you like how do I say it? Like say you got like a cart full of food, right? Like you're going grocery shopping. Like you automatically get these like very bad looks, and
Is here anyway.
the reason why you get these bad looks is very self-explanatory, because I'll tell you what it boils down to. It's a certain type of people that are looking at you.
Getting shot.
Ready.
And,
Go.
you know, it's definitely not poor people, because, you know, basically the reason why they do this, if you have a cart full of food, like I've even seen people complain about this, they instantly think you're on food stamps. Like if you have a cart full of food, they automatically say, "Oh, that person's on food stamps." Like, and then they like get all mad and pissy, like giving you weird looks. And you know, some people I've even seen will say stuff like, "Don't you think you got too much?" Or you know, it's like, well, why don't you mind your own damn business? That's what I'm thinking, because like they will do that, like no joke. And regardless if they're on food stamps or not, that's really none of their business, right? I mean, because like
KO. Perfect KO.
it's just like, you know, these people are so deceived. They're so much of a sheep that they don't even realize. Like they're like, oh well, that person's on food stamps and that's coming out of my tax dollars. And it's like, you know what? No, it's really not, because like if you really think about it, all money belongs to the government. Like I don't care if it's food stamps, unemployment, social security, money you get paid at a job that your boss pays you from the company and the company gets it from the government. You know, you would honestly have to be really, really,
Shoot him if you got him.
like, really unaware, to really realize that, right? Like, I mean, the government owns all the money, obviously. But, like, I mean, at the same time, you know, it's like, if these people so desperately want a cart of food, why don't they just purchase it? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand. Because it doesn't really make any sense. Because why are you so concerned with what other people are buying? Like, I see this all the time, and this not just really has to do with groceries. Like, it has to do with really anything and everything, that when you go to the store, it's like someone's always looking in your cart, seeing what you're buying, right? Like, what you got. And it's like, you know, why is that any concern of you? Why is that any of your business? Because, I mean, is your life that pathetic? Like, literally, is your life that pathetic? Because You know, when I go into a store, I'm not looking in people's carts like that. I don't really give a dang what they got. I don't care if they got a cart full of, like, DVDs in their cart. I don't really care. Like, I mean, I could care less of what they have in their cart. Like, because, I mean, if it's helping them get by and stuff, you know, they're doing their part or whatever. Like, I don't really care. Like, but like everybody, it seems like a lot of people are just so concerned with like what people are freaking doing, and it's like I don't understand because I don't know. I just don't see how is that affecting your life, like what people are buying, and. You know, these people, they complain, moan and groan, obviously, and their moaning and groaning really gets tiring. Like, it gets so old. Like, I'm not even joking. It gets so freaking old. And, you know, another thing is, like, you know, I kind of think it's, like, a lot of, like, people, like, I'll tell you another thing. It's like they're always looking at like what type of clothes you got on. Like, you know, what kind of like wallet you got, or what kind of purse you have, or whatever, right? You know, this goes for men and women both, right? Like, it doesn't really matter at this point because when they're looking at you, they're like, you know, oh, well, this person, I'm better than them. Like, they're beneath me. Like, but they act like that, right? Like, they really do. And that's one of the, like, reasons I hate going out in public, because it gets very tiring. Like, it gets very tiring because if you're sitting, you know, trying to mind your own business and doing, like, all the stuff you're trying to do in the store, and then it's like, you know, I mean, I don't understand. Like, and then, you know, it's like, you know, people, when they go into the store, they're literally mindless zombies in a way, because you know, it's like, it's either they're mindless zombies, like they're looking at you as some type of way, or they're literally scrambling like on the hurry kind of thing, like, oh, don't got enough time, you know, kind of situation. And it's like, you know, it's really weird. It's very
When you carry the eye of God, you're bound to get stronger.
And another thing too is like, I'll tell you another thing. Like, I've even seen, like, now this goes for both political sides, but like, you know, the latest one I've seen was like this guy had like a Trump shirt on and like a Trump hat, right? And I'm like, you know, you're entitled to your opinion, but it's like, you know, at the same time, do you worship this political candidate so much, the fact that you just can't stop thinking about it? Like, you got to completely just have it on every freaking thing you have. Like, I mean, like, and what I mean by that is, like, obviously, you know, he does not care anything about you, right? Like, he does not care whether you lived or died. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, you know, if you were starving in the street, do you honestly think he would come to your rescue? No. Like, you know, these people are completely and utterly deceived. Like, and this goes for any political candidate. Like, none of them really truly care about all they care about is lining their pockets up, right? Like, I don't get into politics. Like, I have no interest in it. Like, I just simply just do not care, right? Like, I mean, I don't know, like, it seems like, and then it's like, you know, I've even had certain people, like, randomly, right? Like, will start talking to me in the store, and then they'll just be like randomly start talking about like Donald Trump or whatever, whoever their political candidate is. And I'm sitting here thinking, like, you know, this is absolutely pathetic. This is pathetic because you're literally stopping a random individual to talk about politics in a grocery store. Like, that just does not make sense, y'all. Like, that is so freaking weird. Like, you know, it's almost like a lot of these people, they just want to argue in the grocery store or something. Like, you know, if you didn't have the same, like, if you were one of those types that just wanted to argue about political matters, like, it's almost like these people just want an argument, and it's like, you know, this goes for both sides. Like, I don't really care who it is, but, like, I don't know, it's just very weird. But, like, I've had people actually sit here and just randomly start talking to me about their political candidate, and I'm like, yeah, look, I really don't care. I'm not political. I just don't care about it. I'm just trying to live my life, bro. Like, but, I don't know, it's just really weird, but at the same time, a lot of people have seemed to just be, like, politically obsessed with, their political candidates, and I don't understand that. But anyway, like, you know, I've had stuff like that happen, and it's really weird when it happens because it's like, you know, you're sitting here trying to mind your own freaking business, right? And you know, you're like, look, like, I don't, it's like, I don't care, bro. Like, I mean, like, whatever you're on about, like, I don't really care. Like, and it's just, it's just weird. Like, it's just weird. And I'll tell you another thing too. Like, if you're talking, like, say you have a spouse or whatever, right? And you're like talking in the store. Like, this could be a grocery store. It could be Walmart. It could be Kroger. It could be Five Below. It could be anywhere, right? Like, it really doesn't matter, like, where it's at, right? So, if you're sitting there talking, like, say you got, like, some friends in there with you, or maybe you just sitting there talking with your spouse, right? And it's like, you know, kid you not, like, there's, like, people in public, what they will do is, like, they're so desperate for gossip, they will sit there and try to hang in the aisle that you're in to try to hear what you're saying. I have caught people doing this many of times in my life. I mean, I cannot even begin to count how many times I've seen that because it's been that high. Like, it's a very high number. And it's like, you know, what's wrong with these people? Because these people obviously have no life. Like, the people that I'm talking about here, they have no life. And it really reminds me, like, it kind of reminds me of, like, you know, the whole, like, orbiting situation in a way, because it's like, you know, these people are not orbiting for a relationship. They're orbiting to try to get the gossip. They're orbiting to try to see, oh, well, that person's buying this. Oh, I gotta go tell what I've seen at the store today. Oh, this person, you know, it's like when they get home, oh, honey, I seen a person at the store. They had their shopping cart full in the store, and I was so disgusted and mad. It really pissed me off. And it's like, you know, that's coming out of my tax dollars. And it's like, you know, like, if you really think about this, if you're having conversations like this with your spouse or anybody like this, you're the problem. Like, you're the problem. They're not the problem. You're the problem. Because it just goes to show that, like, these people don't have any decency or, like, common sense to just mind their own business. Like, that's another thing. People cannot mind their own freaking business anymore. Like, you know, it's like, when's the last time you heard of somebody minding their own business? Like, man, like, I would love to know, because, like, it's like, nah, man, that ain't happening anymore. It's like, people's all up in your business, all up in your, like, all up in your space and stuff. And it's like, you know, that's one reason why us autistic people, we hate going out in public, because people is always up in our space, like, always. And you know, us autistic people, we do not like that, right? Like, we do not like somebody all up in our thread, or like our own world, our bubble, whatever you want to call it. And like, you know, it's just, it goes to show that, like, I don't understand it, because another thing too, like, we was in the Walmart the other day, and, like, we bought some Tums, right? And then this guy here was looking at something beside the Tums, just looked at us weird because we was buying Tums. It's like, dude, have you never seen a human being buy Tums or something? Like, I mean, I don't get what your deal is here. Like, you know, I sit here and I'm thinking this stuff. Like, it's like, but it's like, you know, I've even said stuff because, like, you know, I just get tired of seeing it, right? Because it's so stupid. Like, it's really dumb. Like, I mean, it makes me wonder, like, you know, these are the same people also that are driving around the city or the town, wherever, just seeing what other people are up to. Like, and another thing too is, like, people, like, with their door open, or their front door open all the time, or, like, if you ever go by, I'll tell you this, if you ever go by, I'll tell you how you know a nosy person lives there. So if you ever go by and you see, like, the blinds, like, there's a sliver of the blinds that's, like, been destroyed or, like, broken, that's how you know that person is nosy, because they're peeking from behind the blinds. And eventually, if you bend the blind shades back so much, it just snaps off, right? And that's what it boils down to. These people are so freaking nosy, like, even people opening their door, because they want to see what everybody else is up to. And it's like, you know, if someone's doing something in their yard or, like, whatever, that's another thing. They're constantly being watched. They got an audience wherever they go. Like, people's just, they're trying to get the latest gossip, you know, like, and it's like, you know, I seen an AI song the other day. It was on YouTube. I don't know, I was kind of come across it, but like, it's talking about this guy. He's tired of a lot of things, and like talking about the neighbors and stuff, and then like talking about how the neighbors like, oh, it takes you 2 days to cut your grass. You know, it's like, why do you give a damn how many days it takes him to cut his grass? Like, I don't see how that's affecting your life. Like, you know, even though it's an AI song, but it's like, you know, people are actually doing this in real life, right? Like, I've seen it happen. And it sucks that they are nosy. Yeah, I mean, sorry, I'm trying to read the comments and play this at the same time. A little difficult, but facts. Yeah, like it's
Hear the trumpets of victory blast!
it makes me wonder, like what the hell's wrong with these people? Because
Won't solve my problems, but it'll still be fun.
I don't know, it just makes no sense to me. Like, I don't care what another person's doing in public. I don't care what they got in their cart. I don't care how many days it takes them to cut their grass. I don't care about latest gossip. I don't care, like, you know, I don't care about none of that crap, right? Like, you know, it's just, it's stupid. Like, and these people are pathetic, right? They are pathetic. They have no life whatsoever. Their life is literally watching others. Like, their life is so pathetic. They can't live life. They have to constantly watch others live their life. And you know, I could not imagine being on my deathbed if you know that was gonna happen. Like, if you knew you were gonna be on your deathbed, I could not imagine someone saying, "Oh, on the deathbed, man, I wish I didn't spend all my life watching other people live theirs." Like, you know, and that's the thing. Like, that's going to happen. Like, it's ridiculous, right? Like, it just, I don't know, it infuriates me to no end, because it's like, I hate when, you know, going out in public and then you, like, you know, you're dealing with that stuff, right? It's like, even if you go to the bank or wherever you're going, right? It's there. It's everywhere, right? Like, it never ends, right? You know, it doesn't matter if you're in the grocery store, the bank, the Walmart, the Target. It doesn't really matter where you're at, right? Like, you know, people are just so concerned with what the hell's going on with you, and it's like, you know, the feeling is not mutual. Like, the feeling is definitely not mutual for me, because I mean, but like, yeah, the whole thing with like the I'm gonna watch this person's got in their cart. You know, they got a cart of food. It's like, okay, well, guess what? If these people got a cart of food, then I'm glad they're using their food stamps right, because, you know, now, I mean, like, if they're just buying like a bunch of junk with it, I mean, I could kind of see you getting a bit mad, because it's like, you should be eating kind of nutritious meals, but that's not really, I'm not going to get into that debate, but you know, it's like, at least they are getting by for the month. Like, why can't you be happy that they're getting by for the month? You know, because they could be selling that stuff for like drugs or something, right? Because there's people who do it. There's lots of people who sell food stamps for that. And it's like, you know, yeah, those people should definitely lose their benefits at that point, because, I mean, it's just crazy. But like, another thing too is like, with, like I mentioned, the whole thing is like, you know, Like there was this old lady one time, and it was really weird. Like I don't know what this old lady's problem was, but like I went to Walmart grocery shopping on a Sunday, right? And anyway, like I went on Sunday, and like I drink a lot of sparkling water, so I get quite a bit of cases of that. And like this woman was like, oh, I can't sell you alcohol on Sunday, and I'm like, I'm sitting there kind of dumbfounded, like I'm sitting here thinking, like, is this woman stupid or something? Like, that anybody can see clear as day that is not alcohol. Like, I mean, like, it was really weird, but anyway, yeah, she's like, I can't say that. I'm like, I kind of get agitated because I'm like, nah, man. I was like, that's not alcohol, obviously. I said, that is water. And
What's up, nerd? Ready to fire up your nerd pack?
I don't know. It was really weird. But people will be people, I guess. Weirdos will be weirdos, all of that. But it was just really weird. I mean, there's no way that woman could have mistook that for alcohol. There's no way that a sane woman could do that. Like, that woman must not be paying attention on the job or something, because you can clearly see it in bold letters that is not alcohol. But anyway, really, really freaking weird. But like, anyway, pick that. Yeah, it was just really weird, but like, anyway, I absolutely hate going out in public because of it, because it's very annoying to deal with, and especially if you got like ADHD plus autism, it's very like, it just makes it even more like difficult to deal with, right? Like you just get really angry, right? You get very mad. And it's like, there was also another woman there, like, I was looking at, like, the Asian foods, like, stuff in Walmart, right? And then there was, like, this woman, she just kept looking at me there, like she's never seen somebody, like, look at Asian food or something, and it's like,
Hear the trumpets of victory blast!
I don't know, people are weird as hell, go. Like, I don't understand why
Select your fighters!
these people are, like, so obsessed with what you're doing. But it's it really makes me wonder, like, what they actually do, like, because their entertainment, like, I'll tell you, their entertainment, like, it's easy. So they only watch television when it comes to political news, or maybe like a football game or something to do with sports, right? And their entertainment, their TV, in other words, is actually watching other people live their lives, trying to get gossip, and all of that such, right? And You know, it makes me think, like, because there's people, believe it or not, I know one that does this, who, like, every little noise they hear, they look outside to see what it is. And it's like, you know,
Choose your destination.
that right there, in my opinion, shows you have no life. Because if you're able to just drop everything just when there's like the little hint of a little noise outside, you don't have any life. You're not doing anything. Like you're probably just sitting there not doing a thing. Like you're just sitting there, maybe doom scrolling on the phone, just waiting to try to find something out. Like, and that's another thing too. Like people will look up your social medias if you have them. Like they will look that up and try to find you on social media, right? And then when they find you, they will try to find out what they can gossip about on your social media account, right? Like, I'm not even joking. Like, you know, it's stupid. Like, I hate social media. Yeah, me too, man. Like, you and me both. Like, I mean, it's completely pointless. Like, the only thing that like is considered social media that I think is any good is Discord. I don't count YouTube as social media because YouTube can be very educational. So I do not count YouTube as a social media platform. I mean, it probably is considered one, but you know, it's very educational. So, I mean, I think by that alone, YouTube gets a pass. Now, stuff like Instagram, Twitter, and all that, I don't even have that stuff. TikTok, Facebook, like I don't care nothing about that kind of stuff. Like the only thing I use Facebook for is like the groups to get like pictures of my waifus or whatever. But then again, you know, I can get them other places. Like, I mean, it doesn't really bother me any. It's like, you know, I don't use social media much. I use Instagram for info. That's it. Yeah, I don't even use it for info. I don't think there's any good info on there. Like, I mean, all it is a bunch of drama, people arguing back and forth, debating, political debate, people pissed at your opinion, or, you know, or something like that. And it's like, you know, I don't give a dang about that. Like, I do not give a squat about that at all, right? Like, but
Someone's getting shot.
I mean,
Charm or harm? Your choice.
I feel like that Twitter is the worst. I disagree. I think it's the second worst. I do not think it can beat TikTok. I do not believe that. Like, I know people say all the time, oh, Twitter's the worst. And it's like, you know, have you been on TikTok? Have you seen what's on TikTok? Like, no, that's way worse than Twitter. Like, all of it. It's all bad. All it is a bunch of political debating, people pissed because you don't like their opinion, or, and it's like, you know, I'm not entertaining people like that. These people have no lives. These people literally live on the internet, right? Like I'm good, bro. Like, I mean, you know, I have a life outside of the internet. Like, you know, as a matter of fact, my life technically really ain't even much like on the internet like that, because like, I mean, I don't do the social media stuff, right? Like, I mean, all I do is YouTube and Discord, right? Like, I don't, as far as socials go, I don't do that crap. Like, I just want to game and have fun and do my hobbies and whatnot, and, you know, do what I gotta do. Like, I don't care. I don't care what happened in the political news world. I don't care. Like, But
Shoot him if you got him.
it just goes to show that these people don't have no dang life, because if they did, like, and I'll tell you another thing. I'll tell you how I know this, because a lot of times, like, a lot of these people, like, say you'll be walking down the street just taking a walk, like exercising or something, right? And it's like, you know, these people have their freaking windows wide open. Like, their curtains are all pulled back, like you can completely see in their house. And it's like every time, like, you kind of just like a walk in and you like, the only thing I have ever seen most of the time, I would say about 98% of the time, is either Fox News, CNN, a football game, or something like that. That's about it. Like, you know, most of the time, that's really what I see on. And it's like, you know, these people, they trust these news sites so much. Like, they honestly, like, they trust these things with their lives even. Like, and it's just really cringe, man. It's really cringe. It's really weird. Really, I don't know. It's really crazy. Like, I don't understand that. Like, I mean, I don't really care about that stuff. But, to me, that seems like a waste of life, in my opinion. Like, it seems like you're wasting your life away. Like, but, anyway, like, yeah, like. Another thing is, like, you know, also people, like, if you like something, right, like, they always so hesitant to try to rain on your parade. And it's like, you know, they'll look at you weird if, you know, you're doing something right. Like, say you're looking at one of your interests and it's like, you know, oh, you need to grow up or something, you know, and growing up means working 24/7. That's what it means. Working, sleeping, eating, doing it all over again the next day. That's all it is. Like, and, you know, these are the same people who, a lot of them have rubber ducks in their dashboard, right? Like, you know, I've talked about that before on this channel, and it's like, I see this all the time. Like, these immature people, like, you know, doing what they're doing, but yet they have rubber ducks on their dashboard. And it's like, you know, I can't tell you how pathetic, how stupid and childish you freaking look. Like, every time I see this, I literally, their car is like a circus tent. These people that are in the car with their rubber ducks on the dashboard, what these people should be doing is wearing a red nose and a clown suit in the car. That is what they should be doing, because they look stupid. They look stupid doing that, because
It's an emergency. Please run screaming in the
I don't understand the whole thing of, like, why you would want to put rubber ducks on your dashboard. It makes you look weird. Like, you know, and that's another thing too. It's like, if you don't follow the latest trends, you know, going on, it's like, you know, they've got a problem with you. Like, if you're not following, like, whatever trend is going on, you know, you got something wrong with you. Like, you know, you're an outcast to society, or you know, you're weird because you're not getting in on the trend, right? Like, and it's like, you know, that's another thing I don't care about. I don't care about trends. I never have, and I never will. I thought it was stupid my entire life, because, I mean, who wants to do something and then it just to die and go away, and then just to do it all over and just keep doing that your entire life? Like, to me, I don't know. I think it's dumb. But, like, I don't know. That's just the way I feel about it. But, like, yeah. Yeah, I've seen so much of this. And I know you all have too. I know everybody that watches this video, I know you have. Like, I mean, it's obvious, because I know I'm not the only one seeing it. I know I'm not. Like, a lot of other people are seeing this too. And, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, well, they're doing it, so I'm going to do it. And it's like, you know, you're part of the problem too. Like, but, you know, and another thing, people asking you nosy questions, right? Like, that's another thing you got to deal with in public. Like, that's another thing, like, another story is like, people are so nosy, and it's like, you know, nah, don't give them any info. Don't give them nothing. Don't give them a thing, because what they're going to do is they're going to take that and they're going to twist it into their own version, and now they've done started up something that ain't even true, that they completely made it into something else, right? And it's just weird, like, but yeah, y'all, like, I don't understand people. Like, I could go on all the time about these types of stories, day in, day out, because it's so frequent. You know, I mean, even, you know, when you're getting to that point, it's like, you know, you need a hobby. You need to find something new to do. Quit, like, that's the thing though, y'all. These people's hobbies is consistently watching you. Consistently wondering what you're doing, wondering why you're doing this or why you're doing that, or what you're doing, or you know, or what are you up to, you know. And it's like, I don't know, it's just very cringe, bro. Like, I mean, I just want to be able to kind of shop in peace and, you know, do whatever I'm doing. I want to do it in peace. Like, why do you got to be, like, up my butt trying to figure out what I'm doing? Like, and another thing too is, like, people complaining about, like, people's yard or whatever. Like, I see that all the time. Like, it's just like, you know, I don't understand, why is their yard any of your business? Like, you don't even live there, bro. Like, why do you care? And it's like, I don't know. It's just crazy. But anyway, I guess that'll do it for some story time. Like I said, this story time is going to be different. But yeah, it's weird. It's very weird, and anybody that has to deal with this stuff, I really feel sorry for really anybody that has to deal with this, because it's just hang on a minute, somebody. But yeah, anyway, it's just, I don't know, it's very pathetic. But anyway, yeah, at the same time, yeah, I guess this is gonna end this video. Like and subscribe or whatever, or don't. It's whatever, you know. God bless you all, and peace.
wander.